our main line of work at that time was ferrying cargoes. Because we have, at that time, we have a lot of junks that arrived in Penang. And when we arrived here, they were very, very poor. So they have to rely on each other to support morally, at the same time to survive. Hello, I'm Patrick Lim, and I was born and bred here in Lim Jetty, Penang. And at the moment, I'm the chairman of Lim Jetty. Been listed as one of the UNESCO site. There's always pro and con. The pro side is, of course, you are proud that wow, you have been identified as one of the heritage sites. The con side is sometimes you will get, or call it, there are always stringent rules. For example, you have to retain certain aesthetic of the location. We are all, or call it, low income earners. So to maintain that, sometimes it takes a lot of money. We all, especially now, material, the wooden material are very expensive. Our fashion is built, now you can show you. Now this is how they do it. We used to have this piling, wooden pile only. Okay? Then wooden pile, we have this case, and then reinforced concrete will be reinforced with concrete. Very good view of the bridge, and then the next door is the Chiu Jetty. It's next door. Right?
你们住几晚？哦，2个晚上的话就120，一个房2个人。有房间有，所以是你的父母一起过来啦。OK， 可以，好，谢谢你。My name is Yu Ping. Currently, I'm fully in charge of my Airbnb thing, which is my Chiu Jetty homestay. I can't help to support to do the maintenance by my pure salary, so I need to do something else to help to maintain the house as well. So that's why I set up the Airbnb thing. Come, I show you this. This is the living hall, yeah, and this is the picture of Anthony Bourdain. Where he came here, I think in about 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Yeah, and this is one of the rooms that we have. Okay, this is the room. Usually we prefer 2 persons, but sometimes they come in a family, then we will add the additional bed on the floor. Before UNESCO listed, whole jetty is quite quiet. It was totally quiet. If you come during nighttime, you will experience the real true jetty. Initially, when there are more and more tourists coming in, they didn't know that the local people here do still stay here and live here. They thought that all the houses are the shops. So some of the tourists, they just opened the door, went into the house, checked their rooms, and came out. You know, everybody just like shocked. As the time goes by, they tend to accept, and that is why the shops keep on mushrooming, you know. So some people, they would like to have some additional incomes to help to maintain. So that is why they still live in. They only rent out the 5-foot way, the front porch of their house, to earn just additional some incomes for the family.
Most of our residents are against any commerce in our jetty. Because what we have seen in Chiu jetties, when you have a lot of this commerce, some of these are let out to the non-residents. So their prime objective is to make money. So they make money, they leave, they don't care what will happen to your jetty afterwards, you see. So when we have people trying to develop our place, I was very vocal, I was against it. So I came up with a proposal, and basically just to beautify our place actually. And the first priority, actually most of our residents actually want to have an archway, you see. And my proposal when I come in is just to have one walkway where people can walk in, at the same time they can exit through this bridge. Then because everybody say I need to have some commercial activities, so I intend to have some stalls. When I was proposing that if we want to develop this area, we intend to have some commerce, or will be out of this area, will be the other side. You see, the one I drew one that will be out of this area, will be the other side of the section. When we talk about cultural side of thing, jetties or all the Clan Jetties in Penang is very rich in culturally, because when they came over from China, they brought along their idol of worship. So because there's only thing to identify themselves. Once you start having this commerce, one house will follow by another. So eventually everybody will follow suit. So you lose this identity of a communal living, communal life. Con này mình con mà vườn con quê kìa. Này. Come. You know, become good men. And these are all reclaimed, you see. You see the whole stretch all reclaimed. That's why the shape of Penang all changed already. Used to be a nice shape of a turtle, you see. Now you get pregnant turtle. The coaster, you see. You know the building there? Beside those small area, there are two jetties. One is the Penang Pier, one is the Kui Jetty. This one is the Ping An Jetty. Both got burned on at the same time. Two jetties got burned.
I used to stay around there, and when on the way back home, we used to walk along the jetty area, along the community, and it kind of holds a lot of memories. When it was torn down back then, it was quite sad. You kind of lost a piece of memory over there. I think it's actually a very considered a black dot or a black part of the heritage in Georgetown to have lost one considerable jetties.
幸亏啊，你在那边的神庙啊，去问他大的，你问大的，这个大的就是姓多姓那里啊。旧地址是在那边啊。
My name is Kui Chun Sian, so the surname Kui. I am considered the third generation of the current Kui family. And when you talk about the Clan Jetties of Penang, people usually think about Chiu Jetty, the Lim Jetty. Well, that comes to mind because they have been promoting it a lot, so but people do not know about Kui Jetty at all. I think life, a person's life is very much made of things that you remember. You can't recall back those moments of walking through places like these, places that actually connected you back to your roots, and then you can't remember them because they are gone, and then you can't see them anymore. So I think it kind of makes you lose a part of your life. It makes you feel incomplete.
I would say if to compare about the before the UNESCO and after the UNESCO, or I mean the life before the UNESCO, okay? I would say I still prefer the life before the UNESCO. For the old time, people really connect with each other. I still treasure the old time where we, maybe during my time, everybody was not so crazy about the money, although they have the hard life, but still they treasure their life, they treasure the time they have as well, and that is why people have more time to stay together, to play together, to help each other. But when things change slowly, like economy change, UNESCO listed, then touristing come in, then people tend to be more busy on tourism.
Our side is different from the other side. You don't look at on the aesthetic point of view only. You must look on the continue, the progressing, what's the living, the living style, how we evolve, or maybe you should encourage us to bring community activities back, rather than let it die,
The responsibility to take care and to manage and also to preserve heritage lies not on the state government, it lies with everyone else who have a direct connection to heritage, and that indirectly leads to everyone in this world. If I could have a question or a wish for the people of Penang, I hope that we can make up your mind whether you want to stay in the past or go into the future.